Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we want to talk a little bit about heroes. The question we get asked the most, by far, which heroes are worth keeping, which heroes to focus on leveling, and then which ones to set on your defense teams. So I'm going to start with the 3 stars today, kind of overlooked a little bit because they don't really have a lot of value once you start getting into the higher level titans. But we do, for the beginners, we want to give them a good idea of which heroes they want to focus on, and you also perhaps want to keep a few on hand for the beginning tier of the monthly challenge events. So my first pick for a good 3 star, actually probably the best 3 star in the game in my opinion, Brienne. Um, she's not as tough as some of the other ones, rather low defense and attack rating, but she does provide an enormous attack buff, 45% attack uh, off the bat, which increases 20% every time the heroes hit. So every time a hero's hit, they get an extra 20% to their attack, which stacks. I don't even know how many times, but this can give you an enormous boost to your attack rating, and great for any kind of offensive battles, Titans especially. Next, we have Dawa's not great. I'm going to skip her. Balthazar is a good hero, but there are better purples. Friar Tuck, he does give a little boost to mana, which is kind of cool, but his healing only covers what they call nearby allies. So basically, the 2 heroes standing directly next to him are the only ones that benefit from his heal. So I'm going to kind of skip past him because I think there are better healers than that. Bane, one of the freebie 3 stars you're given right from the get go, also happens to be one of the best ones. Fast mana speed is very important and deals 300% damage to the target plus a chance to miss, which also, and this is kind of new, also applies to special skills. Very solid 3 star, and again, one that you get free in the beginning, so definitely worth getting him up to snuff as far as leveling and ascension. Worth the time and resources we put into him. Next, we have uh, Jahangir. I don't really care for him. Take a look real quick. Pretty low on stats. Better reds, I think, for your money. Azar is definitely a step up from Jahangir. A little more damage on this one to a single target, fast mana speed, and also drains the target enemy of 20%, 25% of their mana, which is very valuable in raids. When you got a healer or a fast heavy hitter that's about to go off, hit them with Azar, and there goes their mana, and they're back a little bit. Burden, also a very solid hitter for a 3 star, and provides an attack debuff to the target enemy. Very handy. Will reduce the amount of damage that you take. Tyrum is my pick for purple. He does decent damage, fast mana speed, and removes all buffs from enemies. So that's great when you've got an enemy healer or attack buff or something that's or even better, the repost, the counter attack heroes. Great for removing those. Carver, pretty much garbage. Ganju is kind of tanky. Probably the most hit points you're going to find in a 3 star hero. Fast mana speed is always good. Decent damage, and also has mana reduction. Probably my second choice for yellow after Bane. Prissa, she's got decent hit points, and she does steal a little bit of health back. Not the greatest purple 3 star, but not the worst either. Renfield, kind of similar to Prissa, but he's kind of trash. I wouldn't mess with him. Baelith is a solid healer, also removes buffs for those counterattack heroes you're facing. Oberon, let's see, I'm not familiar with him. Slow mana and weak damage. Yeah. Trash. Skip them. Carol is not bad. Deals decent damage. Average mana speed. Not the best blue, but he's alright. Valen is my choice for a 3-star blue. Fast mana, decent damage, and he provides the very, very valuable defense debuff on your enemies. Crucial for Titans. That 34% defense debuff. That's gonna lower the Titans or whatever opponent you're going against. That's gonna lower their defense by a third. So basically, giving you a third more damage on your attacks for those for 6 turns after he hits. So my choice for your blue 3-star. Ishtak, not bad, lots of hit points and decent damage. Gunner has kind of a unique ability. Even though he's got the slow mana speed, he has what's called Spirit Link. So not only does he provide a huge buff to defense, which is going to drastically reduce the damage that you're going to take, he also shares that damage. So anyone that gets hit, they're gonna spread that damage across all your heroes, which a very valuable skill, very cool special. Next we have Kailani has the Spirit Link that what's his name Gunner had. Basically the same thing in a yellow. So I would recommend if you choose to integrate one of these into your team, I would use Valen and use her for the Spirit Link. Next we have Hawkmoon, solid healer. I think a little stronger heal than Baelith, but she doesn't have the debuff. Next up is Greymane. Has a little lifesteal, lots of HP. Not the greatest blue, not the worst. Next we have Ulmer. This is the only other 3-star I know of that provides the defense debuff. Same as Valen, 34% for 6 turns. This one's a little different. He hits everybody. So with the slow speed, he's not great for Titans, but he is awesome for raids and raid defense. So this is my second choice for 3-star blue heroes. Nashgar is probably my first choice on the red 3 stars. Fast mana speed, good damage, and lots of hit points. And that might be all of them. Here, let me just kind of run through real quick. Yep, we're back to Brienne. So there's a rundown on the 3 stars, ladies and gentlemen. As always, feel free to contact us if you have any kind of questions, and happy hunting.